What is up, guys? Welcome to my Story 5 of Starkid's Nightmare Time reaction. I still don't have a nice, snappy way to say that. But I am so excited. Like, episode 4, or story number 4, just absolutely blew me away. The twists, the turns, the characters, the whole plot, the whole storyline. It was just on a whole other level. Oh, I'm still shook. But this is going to be Jane's a Car is the name of this. I really don't have much to go off of. The last one, The Time Bastard, gave me, like, I was able to kind of deduce it would be something to do with time travel or timelines. Ended up being both of those things. But yeah, don't really know what to expect. I'm hoping, though, that either in this one or the next one, I get a big, like, Dylan-led story. Just because he's so fucking talented. And he's been there, but he hasn't really been really vocal. And I feel like I've seen everybody else. Like, I've seen Paul and Emma have big roles. I've seen Bill have a big role, his own story. Joey, obviously, in the last one, all about Joey. So I'm hoping for a Dylan one. Fingers crossed. But I am super excited because it means I get to watch the theme song one more time, because it's obviously going to be right before this story. Oh, man, still one of the best things I've ever heard Starkid do. Oh, I can't wait. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. It means a lot to me, and let's go ahead and get into it. Oh, man. God, I love this song!
No need to run away, you little runaway, 'cause the nightmare will kill you soon.
No need to contemplate how deeply that you're afraid, 'cause your life is a waning moon.
It's a matter of time, a matter of time.
Don't need to look for
No way that's Nicholas.
every story you tell, we're in pursuit.
It's all in your mind, it's all
It
in
even sounds like Jamie.
Hey, what was that?
You can run, but are you fast enough? You can hide, but I will find you.
Close your eyes if you don't doze off. Hold your breath so I don't
Oh,
hear you.
Kurt Mega.
The trail of tears
I actually
that you
forgot
will
that he was in
leave
this.
will
I don't
make
think he
me
was in the
strike
last
the
couple.
path that fear me. You can run if I don't catch you.
But nightmare time is gonna get you. Take every precaution, babe. Get out the caution tape, 'cause the timer is ticking down.
Do you even understand?
The danger that you are in, you're standing on shaky ground.
A victimless crime, a victimless crime.
I'm in your head and your back, nothing that you do about it.
It's all by design, all by design.
Where'd he go?
You can run, but I'll be fast enough. You can hide, but I will find you. Close your eyes if you don't doze off. Hold your breath so I don't hear you. The trail of tears that you will leave me will lead me straight to those who fear me. You can run if I don't catch you, but nightmare time is gonna get you. Run away if you want, if you dare. The nightmare's gonna get you. Just run away if you want, if you dare. The nightmare's gonna get you.
Just run away if you want to.
Daddy's gonna get you. You can run if I don't catch you, but the nightmare time already caught you.
Oh, buckle up, everyone. Here we go. Dylan!
The carburetor groans while the fuel injection moans in the V6. Been in and out of shops, but that Fox body won't stop since '86. I've traded in for new. I come right back to you. She lets me drive. Oh, she lets me drive down that old country road. She lets me. She makes me go all the way back home. She lets me drive. She makes me go. She runs the
I would have been the sedan! That is one of my favorite jokes in all of Black Friday. I'm so happy they brought it back.
And every time it starts, the suspension pounds my heart, and I feel that she lets me drive. Oh, she lets me drive down that old country road. She's fire, transmitted slow.
Aww.
Oh, you're my every hope. She lets me drive. She makes me go. She hugs the road. I'm shifting gears throughout the years. She takes me home. When I fix you up, you fix me. Yeah. Come on. How'd you feel? Let's go. Feet on the dashboard. Can't really ask for more. Loving the hatchback. Sound of the 8-track. Feet on the dashboard. Can't really ask for more. Hand on the stick shift. Feeling the whiplash. She lets me drive. She makes me go. She hugs the road. I'm shifting gears throughout the years. She takes me home. She lets me drive.
In the
Okay, real quick before we get into this. That was great. That was awesome. God, I love Dylan so much. He's so fucking talented. I just connected the dots though. So if this is about Tom, Jane was his wife that died in the car accident, right? I'm pretty sure that's Jane is Tim's mom. So is this gonna be like a Christine type thing where like a car is possessed by his late wife? Oh man, I can't believe I didn't make the connection before this. How would it fit into the sedan? Oh, this is shaping up to be so good, and we're only the opening song in.
garage of a small auto repair shop in the tiny town of Hatchetfield, Lex Foster sits in the driver's seat of a parked 1986 Fox Body Mustang. He bobs her head along to some smooth tune that plays on the car's radio. That is, until the song cuts out and the tape deck rolls.
And that is when I came into possession of the strange black book. What the hell?
Right? We're getting right
Lex
into it.
tries to switch it back to the radio, but the knob seems busted. Tape continues.
Within its pages, burial rites, spells, incantations.
He said he had.
Lex whacks the stereo. The tape cuts in and out.
To worship these lords in black.
Come on!
Pacotho, Blicklotep, Tanoi Caraxes.
As Lex kicks the center console, her boyfriend, Ethan Green, leans in through the open car window.
Hey, don't hit it like that.
Nibble-a-Nephim and Wigog Urath.
Ethan swiftly thumps the radio once, just so. The tape stops, and the smooth tune flows from the speakers once more.
Fonzie.
That's
Pleased with himself, Ethan wipes his oily hands on his oily coveralls and returns to his work under the car's hood.
You were gonna rebuild this junk heap. Why didn't you just give it a new stereo?
because Mr. Houston don't want no new stereo. He wants the car just how it was before the crash. That includes that janky-ass tape deck.
This is Mr. Houston's car?
Oh.
And with all that money this guy sunk into tracking down these old parts, he could have bought a new Mustang.
So
I
he's.
said in this car.
Oh my god.
Think he did. I don't know why you want to keep something like that. He'd be happier in a Mazda.
Maybe he doesn't want to be happy. Maybe he doesn't want to forget her.
Well, if it were me, this thing would be in the dump. When shit happens, you move on. Beating yourself up won't bring anyone back. You hit a 1 minute gun on it. That's why you gotta be careful. Alright, give her some gas.
As Ethan leans on the front of the Mustang, looking down at the engine, Lex presses her foot on the gas pedal, only to find the car somehow shifted into drive. The Fox body jerks forward, pushing Ethan back. He slams into the workbench and watches like a deer in headlights as the car comes closing in.
No! No!
Just before Ethan is crushed, Lex slams on the brake. Screech! The Mustang stops an inch from Ethan's face. It sits there, engine purring, as he leaps to his feet and pulls open the driver's door.
Out! Out!
I'm so sorry, Ethan. I swear I was in park.
Lex climbs out of the car and Ethan points to the letters by the gear shift lever.
Look at this, Lex. You looking? This is a P. This is a D. You see the difference? You see how the P has a little tail coming down? That's how you know it's not a D.
He sees Lex is visibly upset. He softens.
Hey, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to yell. I could have died.
I swear it was in park.
She buries her face into his chest and looks back at the Fox Bunny Mustang. The engine growls. Ethan rubs her back.
It's okay, baby. Come on. You're shaking. You're shaking.
Across town at Pizza Pete's Family Fun Zone, Tom Houston's knee nervously bounces under the table.
Hey! Fucking.
You're shaking, Dad.
God, I forget her name. She's back!
What are you talking about?
Tom sits in a booth across from his 10-year-old son, Tim. Around them, birthday parties rage and pinball machines clatter. Tom is anxious, and Tim can tell.
You wanna switch sides so you don't have to look at the Bid Kid games?
Hey, I'm not shaking, all right?
Tom glances behind Tim at a row of violent arcade games, including one called Roadkill. He watches two pixelated cars plow into each other. He winces, remembering Crash. Bang.
You know what? Yeah, let's switch sides, huh?
They switch. From this new side of the booth, Tom's got a clear view of the entrance. He watches it like a hawk.
Tim, I just want you to like my friend.
You mean your girlfriend?
No, she's a girl. We're old friends.
But you are intimate.
Intimate. Do you know what that means?
It's what Uncle Paul says.
Yeah, well, Uncle Paul's a geek who needs to keep his mouth shut. All right, she's here.
Through the front doors, Becky Barnes appears.
Oh my God,
He
it's
scans
Becky
the restaurant,
Barnes.
spots Tom, and waves.
Hi.
That's Becky Barnes?
Yeah. What?
Nothing. I'm just proud of you, Dad.
Becky makes her way to the booth, throwing her jacket next to Tom and pecking his cheek.
I'm so sorry I'm late. Bridget had her operation today, and the parking here is just bananas. Hi, Tim. I can't tell you how excited I am. I'm at Pizza Pete's with 2 Houston boys. I'm the luckiest lady in the whole town.
With Becky in the booth, the obnoxious teenage waiter rushes to Tim.
Oh, hey little man, you ready to order now that your mom's here?
She's not my mom. My dad's just intimate with her.
Tom freezes, blushes. Tim grabs Becky's arm.
You want to play Zombie House?
Sure. It's not scary, is it?
The 10-year-old pulls Becky out of the booth, over to the Big Kid Games, leaving Tom to order.
Yeah, can we just get a large cheesy Pete and a pitcher of Coke, please?
Whoa, okay, slow down, sir. Large, cheesy, pea.
Hey, Joey's
and a
left-handed.
pitcher of what?
Way to go, him.
Coke.
Tom turns to see Tim and Becky standing at Tim's favorite machine, orange toy guns in their hands. On the screen, a horde of zombies bite and claw.
Quick, shoot him!
Shoot him? What if I want to help him?
Come on, you're gonna die!
A smirk creeps into the corner of Tom's mouth. Tim hasn't had this much fun at Pizza Pete since... Crash! Bang! Becky's video game character is ripped apart by a wave of the undead.
Oh, they got me! Not very good, am I?
Just continue.
Okay, but I'm really gonna need your help.
Later that night, Tim is
Okay, so
asleep
same
on the
universe
couch
as Black
between
Friday.
Becky
Same
and
type
Tom
of
as
universe.
some terrible movie plays on the TV.
Black Friday didn't
You
happen.
listen to me, Chris
but the
Kringle.
crash still
No
did.
one says no to Jacqueline Frost.
Ah, great. Here comes another song.
I've got a cold heart and I don't like Christmas at all.
Becky motions to Tim's head resting on her shoulder.
Looks like the movie put Tim to sleep.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
It's awful.
I'll take him upstairs.
Tom tucks Tim into his bed, kisses his forehead, and starts for the door. He stops when Tim props himself up, half awake.
Is Becky still here?
Yeah, but she's right about to go home.
She doesn't have to.
Get some sleep, bud.
Back in the living room, Tom finds Becky curled up on the couch, trying to make sense of the movie.
Okay, Jacqueline is Jack Frost's teenage daughter, but Chris is just regular Santa in disguise. Wouldn't it be better if Chris was Santa's teenage son? Then it wouldn't be so weird when he starts dating Noelle. I know she's 18, but still, I don't like it.
Yeah, but then it would be son of Santa goes to high school, and that's like a totally different movie, Beck.
You're right.
So you want to call it a night?
We could. Or I could stay.
If you stay, you'll be here when Tim wakes up, and he'll start thinking of you in a certain way. I don't know if, I don't want to put that on you if you're not ready.
Tom, I was with my ex-husband for 15 miserable years. If that time with him taught me anything, it's that I don't want to waste one more second being unhappy.
Aww.
I want to be here when Tim wakes up. Every time he wakes up.
Aww.
The question is, do you want me here?
She touches his face, searches his eyes.
Do you, Tom? Do you want me here?
Say yes.
Becky Barnes, I want you right here.
Oh, Tom.
They embrace.
Aww.
Between passionate kisses, Becky asks,
Should we turn off the movie?
Nuh-uh. Let it play.
Tom and Becky fall onto the couch and make love to the sounds of Santa Claus is going to high school. All is right in the world.
Some things never change.
A few days later, in the early morning, Tom stands in Tony Green's body shop, looking down at his fully restored 1986 Fox Body Mustang.
There she is, just like new. Well, as new as a 33-year-old car can be. Hey, Tom. You alright?
Huh? Yeah. I'm sorry. She's just so beautiful. I'm sorry she took up so much space in your garage for, what?
8.5.
Has it been that long?
Tom's eyes glaze over as he turns back to the car. The car he had since high school, where he last saw Jane.
Listen, Tom. A buddy of mine is a collector of vintage automobiles. He'd give you a good price if you don't want to. Take care of her.
No. She belongs with me. That car meant a lot to Jane, and,
Hey, pal. It's alright. I can't imagine losing someone like that. If anything happened to my boy Ethan, I don't know what I'd do. Look, why don't you come inside and,
Thanks, Tony. I'll see you around.
Tom climbs into the car and revs the engine.
Now, Tom.
He waves as Tom speeds off. Not long after, Tom sits behind the wheel with Tim in the passenger seat. The town outside blurs by as they roar through the streets, en route to drop Tim off at school. Tom glances over to find his son staring blankly out the window. Last time Tim rode in this car, things did not end well.
You okay?
Yeah.
We got the car back. 1986 Fox Body Mustang. She's a classic. You know, in a few years, if you're really good, this could be your car. What do you think of that?
I don't know.
Tim goes back to staring blankly as they pull up to Hatchetfield Elementary.
All right. Have a good day at school, huh? I'll pick you up at 4.
I think I'll just take the bus.
Okay.
Tim hops out and heads for the entrance. Tom's about to leave when, beep, the car horn honks itself. Tim runs back, grabbing a paper sack from the back seat.
Forgot my lunch. Thanks, Dad.
Comes off again, leaving Tom to scratch his head. Did he see Tim's lunch and honk the horn? Guess he must have. Tom stops at a red light as a corny old pop tune comes on the radio. He smiles.
Ah, Jane loved this song. I, on the other hand...
Tom turns the dial to the classic rock station. That's more like it. The light turns green, just as the stereo switches itself back to Jane's pop song.
Huh.
Oh, no.
Funny.
The garage door clanks open, and Tom pulls the Mustang into its old parking spot. He turns off the engine and sits there for a moment. He runs his fingers down the side of the steering wheel fondly.
I missed you.
He turns to the passenger seat, this time not talking to the car.
I miss you.
He chokes down the lump in his throat and starts into the house. As he shuts the garage door and turns out the light, he hears,
I miss you too.
Fuck.
He whirls around, but there's no one there. Just the clutter and the cobwebs and the car. The next day, Tom tears through the selection at a local bookshop. Worried he might be hearing things, he's just looking for a few basic answers. He's flipping through pages when he's interrupted by a bright, smiling face.
Hey, stranger.
Yeah, Becky.
Fancy meeting you here.
Hey, Beck.
I was just picking up some books for the kids at the hospital. Ours are getting a little ratty. What you reading?
No, nothing. Just nothing.
Neurology for dummies. You're not a dummy, Tom.
Yeah, I know. I've just been doing a little bit of research. I'm wondering how exactly flashbacks work. You know, if a familiar place or a thing or a car could trigger auditory hallucinations. I mean, Shane's a psychiatrist. I could ask her. I wish I could ask her.
You're thinking about Jane? Is this because of the other night?
No, it's, just a passing thought. Book is really hard to understand. Certainly not for dummies.
All right. Well, I don't know what your plans are tonight, but you and Tim are up for it. I was thinking about coming over after work. We could get some takeout, play a few board games.
Tonight's no good, Beck. I just got the Mustang back. So.
He points to the car parked outside the front window.
Oh, I remember the Mustang. It's the same one from high school, right? I love that back seat again.
Becky. There are people around.
Sorry. Was I being crude?
Yeah, a little. Anyway, we got 2 cars now, so I gotta clean out the garage so that they both fit.
Oh, I can help.
Nah, there's a bunch of shit in there, Becky. You don't want to go through all that shit.
Okay. Well, maybe we can do something this weekend?
Absolutely.
Tom pulls back into the garage. He sits behind the wheel, thinking. He cooks dinner for Tim, helps him with his homework. He lies awake in bed for hours. He remembers Becky's face, Pizza Pete's, Tim's laugh, that night. Jane. He can't go on like this. He gets out of bed, looks in the mirror.
Tom, what are you doing? The hell are you doing?
He goes through the house, collecting Jane's things. Old pictures, keepsakes, a bottle opener from the birdhouse. He puts it all into boxes and carries them into the garage. He pulls out his phone and takes a deep breath. He dials an old friend. It goes to voicemail.
Hey, Tony. Hey, it's Tom Houston. I was just thinking about what you said. Just curious how much your buddy would pay for the Mustang. Yeah, give me a call back whenever you like.
Tom hangs up, sighs, and starts inside until...
I thought you missed me, Tom.
Hello? Who's there?
Have you forgotten my voice already? How many thousands of times did I whisper your name? Tom.
He realizes where the voice is coming from. The Mustang. And he knows whose voice it is.
Jane? But you're dead.
The car's headlights flash. The horn honks.
Wrong. I'm not dead, Tom. I'm a car. Surprise! I was trying to be subtle, to give you your space. I know you startle easily. But come on, really, Tom? Sell the Mustang? Is nothing sacred to you?
This can't be happening.
I know you're shocked. So am I. I honestly honestly can't even believe that you would consider selling the car in which I was driven to the hospital to give birth to our son.
I wasn't gonna sell the car. I was just curious what the guy was willing to pay.
Oh, okay. So, there's a price tag on all of those memories? On our life together? On me? You're just gonna box me up and stick me in the garage with all the other shit? I've been gone for what? A year and a half? And look at how much shit has built up in here.
How is this possible? How are you? How are you a car?
Really? You're seriously asking me that question? You don't pay attention to anything, do you? No wonder we crashed. Think, Tom, what were we listening to that night?
The radio?
You don't remember the tapes? Okay. We had just left your parents' house. Tim was asleep in the back seat. I put on a tape. The audio diary of one of my patients. He was a professor of literature. Years ago, he had discovered some sort of spell book, and he claimed that it was the cause for his complete mental breakdown. And I was reviewing his old notes, and he recorded himself reading some sort of incantation from this book, part of a ritual of soul transference. And, well, I guess the ritual worked, because when the car hit us...
Your soul transferred into the Mustang?
Yes, Tom. For better or for worse, I'm a car now. I'm not happy about it. It's been a very lonely and painful existence.
Jesus.
All I wanted is to get fixed and come home. And that girl called me a junk heap, and I want a new stereo.
Yeah. Whatever you want, Janie. Whatever you need. You're home. I thought I lost you. But you're home. No, this is a miracle, baby. I gotta go tell Tim.
No, don't you dare.
What? Why not?
Think about it, Tom. First, Tim is told I'm dead, and now you want to tell him I'm a car? Are you trying to scar him for life?
Oh, so I can't tell Tim his mom's alive?
You can't tell anyone. Can you imagine what people would say if they found out I was a car? Oh, look at the sentient car. They put me on display in some sort of traveling auto show, and I have no interest in that. Thank you very much.
Hold on, so I'm supposed to keep this a secret for my whole life?
Calm down, Tom. I have a plan, but I'm going to need your help. Here, get inside me. Let's go for a drive.
The sun comes up over Hatchetfield, and the town goes about its daily business. Tom and Jane drive downtown, where people weave in and out of coffee shops, clothing stores, and offices.
All right, Tom. Take it slow up here. Onto Main Street. Slow down. Let's just cruise. Huh? Look at all these people. Coming and going. Look at these women. You see them, Tom?
Yeah.
Do you find any of them attractive?
No.
Okay. All right. Let's try the beach.
That afternoon, Tom and Jane are parked by the beach near Starry Cove, watching people sunbathe and play volleyball. One woman catches Jane's attention.
Okay, there. See her in the pink bikini? What do you think of her, huh?
I don't know.
Come on, Tom. This isn't rocket science. You know, is she your type?
No.
Well, why not?
Because she's not you.
Oh, bullshit. Okay. Look, okay, sorry. I know you were trying to be sweet. I'm not going to get upset with you. I just want to know which of these women you could see yourself sleeping with.
Hey, Janie, I can't do this.
Oh no.
I'm at the beach, sitting in my car, looking at all these women. I feel like a creep.
Well, do you want to go to the mall and look at women there?
I want to go home.
Oh. All right. I'll make this easy for you. Okay. Look at the one with the clipboard, asking for donations.
Tom surveys the boardwalk and spots the woman Jane's referring to.
You mean that Greenpeace girl?
Yes. Okay, I'll start. I find her very attractive. I like her hair.
So are they gonna kill her so that Jane can now take her body
I bet
and trap
she is a
Greenpeace girl
vegetarian.
in the car?
I like her. I'm feeling her whole earthy vibe. Huh? So? What do you think?
I mean, she's pretty. Is that what you want from me?
So, we're in agreement. Huh?
Yes.
Okay. Is there anyone else you prefer over her? That's cool.
No, not really.
Okay, good.
Okay, so what's your point here?
Look.
Tom looks back to the Greenpeace girl. After being ignored by passers-by for hours, she throws up her arms.
Oh, she's giving up. No charity here. She's heading down the block, probably to the farmer's market. She's smart too. I like that. All right, Tom, follow her.
Okay.
The engine purrs as Tom follows the Greenpeace girl into an empty street between the beach and Oakley Park.
No, shh, hang back a little, Tom. Oh, she looked back at us. Don't worry, sweetie. Nothing to see here. I'm just a car, rolling along, going where I need to go. I'm not following you. No! There's a million reasons I could be driving this slow. Maybe I'm looking for a place to park or a specific address. All right, Tom. No one's looking. Speed up. Close the distance. Come on, step on it.
Tom gives it some gas. The engine growls. Greenpeace girl turns back. Her eyes go wide and she starts to flee the approaching Mustang.
Shit. She sees us. Quick. Tom, now!
Now what?
Run her over!
Oh no!
Hit her, Tom! She's running! Hit her, quick! Before she gets away!
No!
Tom swerves to the side, narrowly missing the Greenpeace girl. He slams on the brakes as she runs for dear life. She rounds a corner. Gone.
Damn it. Tom. I hope you're happy. It took us all day to settle on her.
Why, Janie? Why did you want me to hit her?
How else am I supposed to get a new body?
What?
Think about it, Tom. When the spell was read, my soul went into the car. And I've queued up the tape to the transfer ritual. And since my body is gone, I need to put my soul into a new body. What? You thought we were just scoping out chicks for fun?
Jane, you're talking about killing somebody.
No. I just want to give the body and the spirit a shock. Just loosen the bond a little bit so my soul can slide in and push hers out.
Well, I don't want your soul in some body of a random woman I don't even know. But that's weird.
I'm sorry, okay. I'm sorry, Tom. I completely forgot to consider your feelings in all of this. You're right. I'll just stay a car forever. I'll drink gasoline and go in every 6 months to let some strange men change my oil.
All right. If this is what it takes to bring you back, I'll do it. I mean, I have to. But can't it be someone who deserves it? What about Linda Monroe?
Do you find her attractive?
You know what? No, let's sleep on it. It's late. I'll drive us home.
The sun goes down as they pull into the garage. Tom turns off the engine and they sit in silence.
What about
After
someone
a
that
moment,
deserves it?
Jane says,
I've been thinking about it, and you know where we could have looked for a body?
Where?
St. Damian's. You know, the hospital?
Why?
Because isn't that where your old friend works? You know, Becky Barnes.
Oh no!
Barnes. I haven't seen her since
Yesterday?
How did you?
You two looked really friendly.
Oh well, she's an old friend.
An old girlfriend. Come on. You know I'm not the jealous type, but I've had a lot of time to think while I was being repaired. And I know you loved her a long time ago, but is there any part of you, any small part, that was glad I was gone so you could be with her?
Janie, no.
I'm just hurt. And I'm scared. And I'm a car.
Hey! You may be a car, but you're still my wife.
Dude, you can't
Now,
trust her,
what can I
man.
do?
You've known it was me for a whole day, and you haven't even kissed me.
Oh, I'm sorry, Janie.
Dude, this is all in Tom's head.
I feel like a woman again, Tom.
This is all in Tom's head.
Kiss me.
Even though there was the drive thing in the shop.
Where?
I think this is some kind of like mental break.
Tom complies. He starts kissing the car, everywhere he can think to. The dashboard, the door handles, the steering wheel.
Oh, gross.
Is that good?
Yes. Tom, take your shirt off.
Okay.
He feels her smooth upholstery, her soft seat cushions. He's tender and attentive.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Make love to me, Tom. Make love to your car.
Knock, knock. There's a tapping at the car door.
Oh, no.
Tom quickly covers himself and rolls down the steam-covered window to find Tim.
Oh, God.
What are you doing in there, Dad?
Oh, nothing.
Why are the windows all foggy?
Are they?
I heard you get home and you didn't come in. Are you okay, Dad?
Yeah. I feel like $1,000,000. I really do. The two of us have been through a lot together. Been through a rough patch recently, but I think things are finally starting to turn around. Don't you think so, pal?
No.
I guess.
Tell you what, why don't we do something fun this weekend, huh? We'll go to a drive-in movie? As a family? How does that sound? Just the three of us?
I'd like that. I like Miss Becky.
The car's rearview mirror cracks. Tom gulps. His son just spilled the beans.
No one could ever replace Mom, but Becky's really nice. I like when she stays over. She makes really good pancakes.
Why don't you, head on in, son?
Okay, Dad, you coming too?
Yeah, I hope so. We'll see.
Okay.
Tim heads inside. Tom struggles to think of how he's gonna get out of this one.
Hey, Jane, let me explain why Tim is confused. When I said the three of us...
Shut up! Shut up. I want the truth out of you, Tom. What the hell is going on between you and Becky Barnes?
Now? Ever since I found out you're a car, I mean, it's over with her.
What's over?
Nothing.
I'm not stupid, Tom. I'm a car. And I understand that you thought I was dead. I get that. Given time, I can learn to forgive you and your infidelity. But it's gonna take a lot of work on my end.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Thank you, Jane.
So I'm gonna need you to do some work as well. And I don't want to hear any whining. Next time I tell you to run a woman over. Are we clear?
Crystal.
Okay. Put on your seatbelt.
Why? Where are we going?
To Becky's house.
Oh no!
You're gonna end this nothing that's been going on behind my back seat.
The moon hangs in the night sky. A cool mist covers the ground.
Oh no!
The Mustang's headlights cut through the fog, illuminating the home of Becky Barnes. Tom parks the car. The engine rumbles.
All right. Here we are. Go ahead.
Tom reaches to pull the keys from the ignition.
No. Keep me running. I don't want to get cold.
But,
I mean, this shouldn't take too long, right? It was nothing after all.
Right.
Tom knocks on the front door, and Becky answers, a smile spreading across her face.
Well, this is a surprise.
Hey, Beck, can we talk inside?
Sure.
She sees the Mustang running nearby.
You know your lights are on, right?
Yeah, come on, let's talk inside.
Becky leads Tom toward the kitchen.
I was just making dinner. You're more than welcome.
Hey, come over here, away from the window. She'll see you.
He pulls her into the corner of the room. Confused, she tries to look for someone outside.
Who?
Becky, how do I put this? Do you see my car out there?
Yeah?
Don't look. My wife, Jane, is in my car.
Oh my god, Tom! You dug up your dead wife?
No! You think I'm crazy? My wife's soul was transferred into a 1986 Fox Body Mustang by some kind of evil magic.
Tom, you're scaring me.
Yeah, exactly. I'm glad you understand the severity of the situation. I'm scared too. She's not acting like herself. I just spent all day driving around looking at women, trying to find one to run over.
Tears well up in Becky's eyes. She nods, humoring him.
Yep, I didn't do it, but I might have to. She wants a body. Sooner or later, I'm gonna run somebody over. That's why you have to stay away from me, Becky. Stay far away. As of now, I've had to drive Jane everywhere, but I'm afraid that she's gonna be able to drive herself.
Cars don't drive themselves, Tom.
I know, but Jane, she's tricky sometimes. She just lets me do things that she could probably do better herself. Thinks it helps my self-esteem. Just drives me crazy.
Oh, Tom.
Becky, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to put you through this. I love you. I always have, and I always will. But I'm married to that car out there. And I gotta go.
Tom heads for the door. Becky tries to stop him.
Tom, I don't think you should be driving anywhere. I think you need some help. Let me call my friend at the hospital.
Goodbye, Becky.
He leaves, slamming the door behind him. Back in the car, Tom exhales.
There. It's done.
Good job, Tom. Thank you.
Now let's go home.
He tries to shift into reverse, but the lever won't budge. The engine growls.
Jane, what are you doing?
That's not the only reason we came here, Tom. You see, I understand you loved me and her. You're a man, torn between two women, and that's torture. I'm going to end that pain, Tom, for both of us.
Beep, beep. The horn honks on its own accord, drawing Becky out from inside the house. She looks toward the Mustang and starts for it.
No,
Tom?
no.
Tom, please don't go anywhere.
See? You don't have to choose. You can have us both. My soul in her body.
Janie! Don't do this!
The engine roars. The tape deck switches on. From the car speakers, the audio diary of Jane's former patient starts to blare.
I will now read from the ritual of soul transference.
I always wondered what I'd look like as a redhead.
Mahonda de Delia.
Jane! No!
The Mustang takes off, barreling in the direction of Becky Barnes. She sees the car headed straight for her.
Tom!
Becky breaks for the house. Realizing she's too far to make it, she turns and runs for the nearby woods instead. The car swerves, kicking up dust as it gives chase.
Jane! Stop it! Stop it!
Tom struggles with the steering wheel, but no matter how hard he tries, the Mustang keeps course, careening towards Becky.
Somebody help me!
The car goes off-road, following her into the forest. In desperation, Becky considers climbing a tree, but no, not after what happened last time. She keeps running. Behind her, the car bangs and bounces, thundering over rocks and underbrush. Inside, the tape continues.
Today, alhamdulillah!
The car closes in. Becky rolls around as it speeds toward
Go, no!
Becky!
Thump! The Mustang plows into Becky. She tumbles over it, slamming on the hood, then the roof, then the dirt, as the car continues flying forward, directly into a tree. Crash! Bang! Darkness. Silence. Then, a voice.
Miss Barnes? Miss Barnes, can you hear me?
Becky's eyes flutter open. She's in a white room, on a clean bed, looking up at a police officer. Beside her, a heart monitor beeps. She's banged and stitched, but all right.
Tom. Where's Tom?
There's been an accident, miss. Miss Barnes, you're in the hospital. Mr. Houston has been taken into custody.
What? Why?
We were on the lookout for the owner of a red 1986 Mustang. He tried to run down a woman at the beach this afternoon. Don't you remember him chasing you with his car?
Yes, I remember.
Well, I'm afraid Tom Houston has suffered a complete mental breakdown.
Ah, I knew it!
He believes his dead wife's soul was in that car.
Wait.
Is it true that you and he have recently formed a romantic relationship?
Hold on.
Miss Barnes, who can say what triggers something like this? Guilt? Grief? Maybe the guy just didn't want to be happy. Good night, ma'am.
The officer turns to leave. Becky sits up.
Officer.
God, there's gonna be another
what happened
twist.
to the car?
Pile of junk went straight to the dump.
Good.
Later, Becky is released
no.
from the hospital.
Go, Becky, it's Jane!
Breathes in the cool night air. Feels the breeze on her skin. And heads for home. Tim is awoken from a restless sleep by the sound of his bedroom door creaking open. He rubs his eyes and calls through the dark.
Dad?
Shh. Sweetie. Dad went away for a while. But don't worry.
The light on Tim's nightstand switches on. Becky sits on the edge of the bed, and Jane smiles.
Ah!
Mommy's home.
God. Wow. Go, the last one. That'll be next time. Oh, that. So honestly, that whole premise was a little ridiculous. I'm not going to lie. But I think that it really couldn't have been done without Charlotte. I know her name. Without Jamie and Dylan being the main two. Like, in my eyes, they are two of the best actors that Starkid has. And that's not even taking how amazing they both are at singing into it. Just pure acting, those two are almost on a whole other level. And it made it believable. Like, it actually was like, oh my god, I am so invested in these characters. Man, the Langs certainly know how to write, and Jamie and Dylan, oh my god, they crushed it. Maybe it's just me, but these last two stories have just been so dark. Especially the endings. Like, oh my god. Like, Becky being taken to the dump, her soul in that car, just to get crushed. There's nobody to fix up that Mustang like Tom fixed it up when Jane got in the accident. And that's now Becky's life. What is left of it is going to be in a cube in a scrapyard for all eternity. Oh my god, that is so dark. That is so sad. And then obviously, in the last one, Joey, being all the things that happened at the end of the last one. If you haven't seen it, I will try not to spoil it for you. But man, and this, honestly, like, this was a sad ending for everybody except for Jane. Like, Becky is, we just discussed that. Tom is in prison for trying to run somebody over. He's going to be in prison for a long time. Tim, now the only parental figure that he has is his mom in his dad's girlfriend's body. Like, tell me that's not going to fuck up Tim. Like, oh my god. Man, that ending kind of rattled me. I'm not going to lie. I don't know if you can tell or not. But, wow. And yeah, Jamie and Dylan. Like, Jamie, absolutely incredible. Like, starting out, like, just a little bit crazy, just kind of explaining everything to Tim and just being like, yeah, no, this is what happened here. And then by the end of it, just turning that crazy level up to 11, like that gradual increase in, losing your mind. It was done so well by Jamie in this. And Dylan, oh man, like Tom, just so torn. Like, He loves Becky and obviously loves his wife, had a kid with his wife, was married to his wife for 10 years, however long it was. And really, at the end of the day, all he wants is what's best for Tim. Like, that's all that he cares about. What Tim wants, Tim will get. And, oh my god. Oh, no. And seeing Tom, like, have that great thing going with Becky, and then just completely ripped from it with this, oh yeah, no, my wife's spirit is in this fucking car. Like, it was like Christine, but way better. And also seeing Dylan's, like, Dylan is an incredible actor. Dylan, I've known that. I've seen him on stage, but seeing, well, not, live, but, but seeing, like, the dedication that he brings to doing these Zoom readings, with the mannerisms and the little things he does even in between the lines. It's like he is on stage. It's full commitment. And, oh my god. Yeah, like I said, I don't really think that this would have been nearly as good with anybody else as our two leads. Yeah, really nobody else at all. This, oh man, this was a trip. And I don't mean to victim blame, but Becky never should have came out of the house at the end. Like, Tom was just talking about running people over. And in Becky's mind, she's thinking that Tom just lost his mind. And if you think that Tom just lost his mind and he's talking about running people over, why would you leave the house when he's honking? That's just... he's gonna attack, or he's gonna try to run you over. Like, Becky, what are you doing? But that's typical, horror movie actors. Why run upstairs when there's no exit when the killer is chasing you? It's just, some of it just doesn't make any sense. But I mean, truth be told, if it wasn't for how crazy Tom and Becky were in Black Friday, I would say that they are one of my favorite Starkid couples. Like Paul and Emma, Becky and Tom, and Tootsie Noodles and Mega Girl. Probably my 3 favorite couples. And maybe Zazzle and Jamila from Firebringer when they got married at the end. But yeah, if it wasn't for just how crazy they were and how psychotic Becky was for moments in Black Friday, they might be my favorite. It's so cool too to see Starkid's writing evolution. Not that it was ever bad, but definitely in the earlier on it was more kind of silly, still heartfelt, still very, very good, but more silly. And then you go to Nightmare Time here and you get all these layers and all this backstory of all of these people from Hatchetfield and the darkness of it all and just how just brutal it is. It is crazy to look at some of the early stuff and then to look at this and be like, oh my god, I can't believe that this is pretty much the same crew of people. It blows my mind. God, I love these so much. Thank you again, Starkid, for doing this. You didn't have to do it, but I think I can speak for the entire Starkid community of fans when I say thank you so much for making this happen and for making it as good as it is. You are all incredible. Yeah, that's what I got. I'm so ready for the last episode. I'm sad, but I am ready. So I will see you in that in a couple of days, and have an excellent rest of your day, everybody.